Episode 1, Creation and the Garden of Eden. In the beginning there was nothing, a vast emptiness, silent and formless. Then the voice of God pierced the darkness. Let there be light. Instantly brilliant light split the void from shadow, dancing across the infinite nothing. Over 6 days God shaped the cosmos, oceans teeming with life, skies painted with clouds and stars, land rising from the waters, mountains standing proud and rivers sparkling in the sun. Every creature, from the tiniest insect to the great beasts of land and sea, emerged under his command, each perfect and full of wonder. Finally, God created man and woman, fashioned from the very earth and his divine breath. Adam opened his eyes to a world brimming with life, beauty, and endless possibility. Then came Eve, born from Adam, equal in dignity, and together they walked in harmony through the paradise God had prepared, the Garden of Eden. Trees heavy with fruits of every kind, rivers glinting like liquid crystal, and animals that roamed freely in peace surrounded them. God gave them a single command: to tend the garden and enjoy its bounty, but to abstain from one tree, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. In their innocence, Adam and Eve were unaware of the temptation that lurked beyond their understanding. Yet the garden pulsed with a quiet tension, the beauty around them almost too perfect, hinting at the freedom and the responsibility that came with choice. This was a world of light, purity, and divine order, the dawn of humanity, the birth of free will, and the stage for the epic story yet to unfold. Episode 2, Cain and Abel. Adam and Eve continued to live in the land that God had given them, and they bore children. Among them were 2 sons, Cain, who worked the soil, and Abel, who tended flocks. As they grew, both brought offerings to the Lord. Abel offered from the firstborn of his flock, pure and heartfelt, and God accepted it. Cain brought an offering from the fruits of the soil, but it was not accepted. Cain's heart grew heavy with jealousy and anger. God spoke to him. Why are you angry? Why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? Sin is crouching at the door, its desire is toward you, but you must rule over it. But Cain did not heed God's warning. In the field, overcome by envy, he struck down his brother Abel. Abel fell innocent and righteous, and his blood cried out from the ground. God confronted Cain. Where is your brother Abel? And Cain replied, trembling, Am I my brother's keeper? As punishment, God cursed Cain to wander the earth, yet placed a mark upon him to protect him from being slain. Cain left the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. There he built a city and named it after his son Enoch. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve bore more children, and the generations multiplied. Humanity spread across the earth, forming families, communities, and the beginnings of civilization. Yet the story of Cain and Abel remained a solemn reminder. The choices of men and women carry consequences, and even the first humans were capable of both faith and transgression. Episode 3, The Flood and Noah. As humanity multiplied on the earth, the Lord observed that